Hello guys, and welcome to my new career mode. This will be my third career mode, I think, on F1 2015, and we will be doing it as Fernando Alonso. Just look at that beautiful man right there. And this will be a 22nd to first career mode. So, I suppose the clue's in the title. We will be starting from 22nd place in every race this season, and we will be aiming to try and win as many races as we can. And of course we'll be doing it on legend difficulty with all assists off, just like the previous two career modes.
In total, the teams will be visiting 19 tracks this year, including some old favourites and 2 new locations.
Well, I think the teams will be looking forward to the new Russian Grand Prix, which is being fun this year.
This year's most significant change is to the loud thing behind the driver's head. Gone are the cries of the old V8 engines. In their place, monstrous torque from the new turbocharged 1.6-litre V6 hybrids. An efficient and exciting new power unit to usher in a new age of Formula One.
The sport is trying to become a bit more fuel efficient, which is a good thing, but there are definite question marks over whether the new noise of these V6 cars are to the...
Yes, thank you very much, Crofty and Mr. Anthony Davidson. Anyway, as I said before, we'll be running a completely stock setup for every race this season, so the setups you're seeing now is pretty much what we'll be using for every race this season. And so of course we're going to retire straight from qualifying and go straight to the grid line.
The Williams is looking great this weekend, and the way Valtteri Bottas is driving, well, I wouldn't bet against him securing his first ever podium finish today.
Valtteri has been dialed into the track in every session. I really feel that he can challenge the Mercedes today and potentially get on the podium.
So here we are on the grid now for the opening race of the season, and it looks as though the team actually want us to start on prime tyres, and well, that's exactly what we're going to do. So here we are for the start of the Australian Grand Prix. We've got 5 lights and away we don't go, because as I said earlier on in the episode, I'll be giving myself a 10-second delayed start just to try and make the race more interesting. Just not only for myself, but hopefully for anyone who decides to watch this video. So away we do go, finally, and well, we've got a lot of ground to make up already. So as we come to the end of lap 1 now, how much of that 10-second deficit have we made up? So we are 3.5 seconds just under, so that's 6.5 seconds roughly, I think. So we made good progress on first lap, but then yeah, we've shot ourselves in the foot. It's only taken us 2 laps to get our first time penalty of the season, so well done Jamie, well done Alonso. That will not stop us, because we're now on the back of Adrian Sutil for 21st position. Now we're going to go past him? Yes we do. Fantastic move from the Spaniard. And next up now is Max Chilton and the bastard Marcus Ericsson. But before we get to him, we need to get past Chilton first, and on the run down to turn 1 we do just that, and up into P20, and we're now right behind Marcus Ericsson in the Caterham. Now we're going to get him down into turn 3, or we're going to get him before that, I think, actually. Yes we do, and up into a brilliant P19. And there was a change for the lead on lap 3. Lewis Hamilton obviously started from pole position and led the initial laps, where Nico Rosberg bravely went around the outside of Lewis before they went through the fast left-right-hander sequence, and through goes Nico into the lead of the race. We now come to the end of lap 3 ourselves, and we are now on the back of Esteban Gutierrez, the P18, and looks like we're going to try and go around the outside. Yes we are. Do we manage to pull it off? Yes we do. P18, and now we've got Pastor Maldonado next up in the Lotus Renault. Now we're going to get past him. Well, we've gone into rich fuel mixture, and we've got DRS open, and we do go past Maldonado. We do think about going up the inside of Vern, but we think better of it. It's still pretty early on in the race, so no need to take any stupid risks. So we'll try and get in now into turn 3. Do we? Yeah, we're a bit hesitant, but eventually we do go for it. Up into P16. Nope, down to P17 again. and then back up to P6 again. We hold it around the outside of Vernon that time, and we managed to make a move stick, and we're now overtaking Bianchi for P15. And now we're right behind Romain Grosjean. Another Frenchman, the third one we have to pass in literally a few seconds. Are we going to go up the inside of him? Again, a little bit hesitant at first, but eventually we do make the move stick and up to P14. And now on to the lap 5, and we're behind Kamui Kobayashi, who has had a very good first couple of laps in the Caterham, up in P13. But we're going to take that position away from the Japanese driver, or at least we're going to try to. Very close there, but we do make the move stick, and we push Kobayashi down to P14. Now skipping to lap 7, and we're on the back now, Danny Kvyat in the Toro Rosso. And well, we haven't put out rich fuel mixture, but it looks as though we might still be able to get the inside line on Kvyat. Yes, we do, and up into P10. We're in the points now. And at the end of lap 7, we can see that Hulkenberg is making his first pit stop, as is most of the other drivers in front of us, and that does put us up to P4. Now coming to the end of lap 9, and Vettel I think has come into the pits as well, so we are now momentarily in the podium positions with Rosberg in first place, who actually pits at the end of lap 10, and that was actually his second stop I think, because for some reason he did make a very early first stop, I think on lap 5, so don't know why that happened, but whatever, Nico. But now in lap 11 we're under attack from Valtteri Bottas, but we managed to fend him off and hold on to P2 for the time being. And at the end of that lap we come in for our first stop. We're going to go off the prime tyres now and on to a set of options, I believe. Yes, we do. And away we go, another brilliant stop from the Ferrari team. Another stop, it's the first bloody stop of 2014 we're now on about. But where are we going to come out? It looks as though we're going to come out in P10, just ahead of Hulkenberg. But Hulkenberg is going to have a lot more momentum coming out of turn 1 into turn 2. And we are immediately under attack from the Force India driver. He's going to try and go around the outside. Can he pull it off? We're going to try and fend him off, but it looks as though Hulkenberg may have done the move, but then Alonso with the cheeky switchback and straight back up to P10 for the Spanish driver. And now at the end of lap 12 we are behind Kevin Magnussen, and we're going to try and, well, we're much faster coming out the last corner, and we got DRS, so this should be a very easy pass, and indeed it is, up to P9. And now our next target is the other McLaren on Jenson Button. And on to lap 40 now, and we get caught up to the back of the British driver in his McLaren Mercedes. Now we're going to go up the inside. We try to, and we succeed. P8. And now we have Nico Rosberg, who has already stopped twice in front of us. We come to the end of lap 40 now, and you can see there's a few drivers who have made their second stops, and that elevates us back up to P4 behind Lewis Hamilton. And now coming to the end of lap 16, and it looks as though, is this Rosberg who's made a third stop? Yes it is. So I think, yeah, Lewis Hamilton's second place and Vettel is in first place. But however, Nico Rosberg was to have an unfortunate ending to his race as his engine decided to blow up. Wonderful reliability from the Mercedes power unit. And now at the end of lap 18, Vettel makes his second stop, and that puts us up to P2 momentarily, because at the end of lap 20 we then come in for our second and what should be our final stop of this race. And we're going to put on another set of options, I think. Yes we do. So where are we going to come out? Well, we've already dropped down to P4 unfortunately. P7. We're going to drop down more positions. No, I think Button is too far behind, so P7 it is for now. Now at the end of lap 21, again a lot of drivers have come in for their third and final stops, and that puts us up into third place, so it looks as though we are definitely on course for a podium position, as Max Chilton, who just came out the pits himself, immediately gets out of the way and into the wall at the same time. So yeah, fantastic stuff from that British driver. And we're now lapping Gutierrez at the end of lap 22. And that On the start of lap 23, we've got Jules Bianchi, I think, yeah, who's not going to get out of the way. And then we got Lord Sutil, the best driver in the world, down in P17, and he immediately gets out of the way for us, so fantastic driving from the German there. And we're now lapping Maldonado, who once again, who just like Max Chilton, decides to go into the wall whilst getting out of the way. So, you know, the level of driving from these back markers is just remarkable. I think we lapped Kobayashi there in the meantime as well, and now we're lapping Mr. Grosjean. He goes into the wall as well. Like, why? Why are these drivers always going into the wall for? You don't need to do that, you douchebags. But there was some bad news, unfortunately, for Ferrari, because Kimi Raikkonen, who I think was, you know, running pretty strongly, 4th or 5th place, I think, at one point. Well, he decided, well actually no, Sutil decided to brake check Mr. Raikkonen, and that caused Raikkonen to lose his front wing and any chance of strong points. And a little bit later on that lap, Mr. Grosjean comes across him and runs into the back of Raikkonen and loses his front wing. So, you know, GG Grosjean, you could have just driven around Raikkonen, but nope, you had to be a prick. Just like Jean-Eric Vergne, in fact, who tries to push us off the track to, I guess, get Vettel onto the podium places, because he's down in P4 I think at this point, but he did not succeed, and we're going to come across the line now to finish in 2nd place in the opening race of the season. So a fantastic drive from Mr. Alonso, P22 to 2nd place, and yes, the Asian member of the Ferrari team looked absolutely delighted there, and who can blame him? Ferrari clearly have the best driver in the field. Screw Lewis Hamilton, bloody earrings and, you know, keychains. You can't stop Alonso from beating you this season. He will beat you at some point. You better watch out, you little bastard. But for this race, at least, he does win the race and takes the early lead in the championship. We finished 16 seconds behind him. So, you know, a bit of work to be done if we do want to challenge Lewis, but I think seeing as this is generally one of my weaker tracks on the game, we will beat them. And as we look at the incidents in the race, there were 2 for us, the 3-second penalty on lap 2 and then a corner cut on lap 22. And of course in the Drivers' Championship we are 2nd place behind Lewis, and in the Constructors we are in 4th place. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time for round 2 in Malaysia.